You're welcome to our press, man. Bafana Hugo Bruce are taking against Sudan, South Sudan today, and it's one of those games that 3 points is very important more than anything else today. And what's important again more than anything today is who starts in the polls today for Bafana Bafana. We have three good goalkeepers, Velimoto, Sipochaine, and Ricardo Goss. And last week, Hugo Bruce went with Velimoto in the polls. Maybe one of his reasons is that maybe Velimoto has been in the squad for a very long time. He's been, a backbone of the squad. A supporter. He rallies behind the club. And which is a fact. He's a moral booster for that Bafana team. But the question remains. Who got the most minutes so far in a 24-25 season. And these are qualifiers. These are supposed to take us to AFCON 2025, and with absence of Ronald Williams, it comes into a debate who should start, and mainly because of the errors of Velimoto last week against Uganda, whereas he was supposed to save that long range 40 yards goal of Uganda, and that put out a lot of questions to Hugo Bruce according to his decision as to why he was in favor of Velimoto to start instead of maybe of Sipochain or Ricardo Goss. Uh, for me, on this video, I want to separate Velimoto from the conversations. For me, he should not start. It's between Ricardo Goss and Sipo Chaine. Ricardo Goss, for me, he played, I think, in a friendly against Algeria. He did fairly well, I think, but he was beaten twice also. Which it's not a questionable thing. There was not a lot of mistakes. It's just that the opposition were better in the final decisions. Sipo Chaine never started for Bafana. I think he's waiting for his debut if I'm not mistaken. Uh, and between the two, Ricardo God got one competitive game he played against Orlando Pirates MTN8 first round, and Sipocha got I think five competitive games. He played CAF preliminary games, home and away games against Disciples, and then he played MTN8 against Supersport, and he played first leg and a second leg against Cape Town City. So he got five competitive games under his belt. He's well drilled. Maybe he's fitter than Ricardo Goss so far. And I think the option is for Cobrus to give Sipo Chaine a chance. I think as a second best goalkeeper in the country after Rowan Williams. He really stepped up most of last season. He saved Mamelodi Sundowns for scoring a penalty in the MTN8 final. In Bombela. He stepped up for Orlando Pirates in recent times, and he's been the number one forever. And I think there's no debate, and everyone in the country, can say Sipo Chain is the second best goalkeeper. Not if not close to Rowan Williams. Currently. So it's not even a question. Sipo Chain should start against South Sudan. I think his little bit of maybe playing CAF preliminary games will put him up in the edge or to start against South Sudan. Rather opting to go for Ricardo Goss, who I think is equally the good goalkeeper to Sipo Chaine, and I think is fairly good again in saving penalties. Is one of the best I think after Rowan Williams. So it's one of the things Hugo Bruce should at least put whatever he's doing aside, because he got his players. The likes of Nico Mobi have been, selected in the squad since Hugo Bruce taken over. And we've been crying for Mudau to start, and eventually Mudau started. But right now, in the absence of Ronald Williams, I think it should not be a debate, and Sipo China should start in the post today. We want a 3 point as much as we want to qualify for AFCON. So if we want to qualify for AFCON 2025, I think he should option to start Sipo China, and I think there's no debate there, man. Yeah, man. This has been iPress TV. Tell me what you think. Who's your preference to start today against South Sudan? Thank you.